welcome to Season 2, Episode 9 of Non-League to Legend. I'm Kev, and coming up on this week's episode is probably me getting relegated and sacked and it all going wrong. We've got a live com, at least one live com. First one is at home to Chester. But let's see how we got into this terrible state. The last game that we had in the live com was the home defeat against Altrincham. We lost 2-1. Didn't play very well. Not good at all. Even less good is that we lost our captain, Carl Dixon, best player and captain. He's out for the rest of the season, basically 6 or 7 weeks in mid to late March. When the season ends at the end of April, we're not likely to see him again in either of our last 2 games, which is not good. We did win our next game, and this could end up proving crucial. We beat Accrington 3-1 at home, thanks to 2 goals from Isaac Buckley and 1 from Junior Moraes. Incredibly important that we've picked up at least 1 win on this run. We then lost Matt Godden to injury as well. He's also unlikely-ish to be fit again. I think he might actually be fit for today's game, but again, he's not played at all since he picked up this injury. And then this happened. I applied for a job. Dagenham and Redbridge are in League 2. They're 4th or 5th from bottom of League 2. And I thought that's exactly the kind of job I want, so I applied for it. They immediately said no because they couldn't agree a compensation package with Boston, which I thought was a bit promising. So I spoke to the Boston board. They immediately buckled and let me speak to them and said, "Oh, you obviously want to leave. We'll let you go for nothing." So I went and had my interview with Dagenham. But after all that, they didn't want me, and they gave the job to David Connolly. But it was quite interesting. I've not seen that process happen in Football Manager before, where they've had to try and agree compensation for me, and I had to go and beg the board to go. It was quite a nice little touch. I don't know if that's new. Let me know in the comments if that's a new feature or if that's just something I've not come across before. But I thought it was pretty cool. Also a little bit confusing was at the interview, they asked me why I was looking to leave for a rival club. Now, I'm pretty sure Boston and Dagenham are miles away from each other and not rivals. So if there is some history between Dagenham and Boston that I don't know about, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. The board are still putting up with me, despite how bad it's all going. We went to Gateshead and we lost 4-2. Jamie Wotton getting a couple of goals, but not enough to get us anywhere near where we needed to be. And then we lost another key player, Colby Bishop this time. Our leading goal scorer, the lad on loan from Notts County, he definitely isn't going to play again for us this season. He's pulled his hamstring, out for 5 or 6 weeks on the 1st of April. By this point, we'd lost our captain and star man and our 2 main strikers. This is not going well at all. That just came up in my newsfeed just to rub salt into the wound. Dale Southwell has agreed a contract extension with Harrogate, despite the fact they're only 3rd in Conference North. This time last year, we were top of Conference North, and he wasn't interested because we weren't good enough for him. Oh, I hate this game sometimes. Then our game got postponed, so we had to play 2 games close together. We lost the first of them, 2-0 away to York. And then that leads us into today's game, which is against Chester. That's the situation in the league. We've got 2 games left. Stockport have managed to drag themselves out of relegation spots. Cheltenham, the team I could have gone to manage in the January transfer window, have dragged themselves out of the relegation spots and crucially got themselves to the magic 50 points mark. Lincoln have fallen into it. We're only 3 points clear though. And we're all kind of playing each other. I'm playing Chester today, who are 23rd and already relegated, so hopefully they'll have given up. Lincoln are playing Woking, who are 2nd and only 1 point behind 1st place, so hopefully Lincoln will get stuffed. And if we can at least draw against Chester and Lincoln get stuffed, we can stop panicking, because Lincoln can't catch us then. But Stockport have got to play Southport. I think Stockport are playing Southport today. So that's 19th plays 22nd. That's an important game. And then Lincoln play Southport on the last game of the season while we play Braintree, who are just a nothing mid-table side. So there's so many combinations of things that can happen yet, and it's really going to be any 2 from us, Stockport, Lincoln or Southport. I'm hoping it's all going to get sorted today though, because as long as we can get at least a draw and Lincoln lose to Woking, we're fine. So that was what happened the last time we played Chester. This was back in November. We played the 4-3-3, which is the formation we've been playing recently, and they just battered us. 3-2. flattered us a little bit. We didn't play very well. That's how things are between the two sides. I know I don't normally go into this much depth, but it's a big game. They haven't won in 14 games, but we haven't won in 3 games. We've had similar falls from grace over the last sort of 5, 6, 7 years of football. Both were League Two clubs not so long ago. Both fell below the Conference North. Both scraped their way back up to the Conference National. Both probably, well, they've already been relegated again. We could well be relegated because we are the team in the worst form in the whole of the conference at the moment, which is a terrifying statistic. And I've been doing some thinking. There's actually been 2 days of real world time passed since I recorded the last episode and playing this one. I've been paused for almost 2 days trying to decide how to play this game. It's ridiculous. I'm taking it far too seriously. But I've been looking at my formations, and we've been playing the 4-3-3, and it's not really working for us. In fact, we concede a clear-cut chance every 38 minutes with that system. And looking at this analysis of all the systems that we've used, the only one where we've created more chances than we've conceded has been that 4-1-2-3 narrow sort of 4-3-3 with the deep line midfielder, which I hate. But we played it for 9 games, and purely looking at the stats, it looks like it was much better than anything else we've tried. So we're just going to go for that. The 4-3-3 we've been playing, and it didn't work against Chester last time. I don't like this formation, but we're going to play it today. And this could lead to me being seen as a tactical genius, or it could all go desperately wrong because we haven't played this formation since Christmas, probably. So it is a massive risk playing it in today's game. We are struggling to get enough fit strikers on the pitch. Matt Godden is fully fit again, but by no means match fit. He's not played for about 6 weeks. Isaac Buckley is still injured. He returns to fitness in 2 days. He's got a damaged heel, but he needs to start because the only other striker option we've got is Jamie Wootton, who's going to be on the bench, and he's got a stubbed toe. So we are struggling a little bit for strikers. Jack Hartley, who's not really played since we dropped the 4-4-2 back in October, November time, can play as a striker, but not very well. And obviously Colby Bishop is injured. So that's what we're going for. So we've got Max Crocombe in goal. A back four of Tom Field, Carl Piagiani, Jimmy Dunn and Perry Cotton. Damon Lathrope is going to sit just in front of the back four, and that was a difficult decision, just trying to decide between him and Adrian Pizicki. I've gone for Lathrope in the end. He's not exactly been the greatest signing I've ever made, but stats-wise he just looks better than Pizicki. Midfield, we've got to go for McKay and Blake. Dixon's still injured. He might be fit for next week's game. Hopefully we won't need to worry about next week because it all gets sorted today. But Dixon he's going to be returning to full fitness in a day with a twisted ankle. I could risk him. Doesn't seem worth doing when I've got quite a few decent midfielders at the club now. And then that front three of Moraes as the target man and Godden and Buckley as the more advanced players. We just need to go for it. I am incredibly nervous. I've not felt this nervous about a Football Manager game in a long, long time. It doesn't normally get this tense. I'm not used to being in relegation battles. I don't like this at all. I've also got that nagging feeling at the back of my mind that no matter how this season turns out, I'm probably not going to be Boston Manager next season because I am actively looking for another job. But I don't want to get relegated. I don't want to put them back where they were. I want to be able to move on saying I advanced the club. Cotton's got the ball down the wing here. Come on, let's have a goal. That's 1-0, 2 minutes in. Junior Moraes, what an important goal. In fact, why haven't I got league tables and the Lincoln result, the Lincoln game running on the screen? I'm going to do that once we've watched this 3D replay. It's a lovely cross from Perry Cotton. And it wasn't even a header. It was a fantastic volley from Junior Moraes. Fantastic. Right, let's get the other stuff on here that we need. So we want latest scores and we want the league table. So we don't need the top half of the league table. We want the interesting end. So let's stick that over here. It's going to get blocked occasionally with the assistant manager comments. And then the other game we're interested in is Lincoln, which is that game there. We basically need to do better than Lincoln do. If we do better than Lincoln do, we stay up. And that's the important thing. At the moment, we've leapt above Stockport as well, which is even better. I mean, if things stay as they are, we're safe. A win and we're safe, I think. Unless Lincoln win. But they're not going to, I don't think. Oh, it's too complicated. I hate the end of the season when we're at this end of the league. Right, Field's got the ball in a decent position now. Come on, let's send their player off. Get him down to 10 men after 5 minutes. Come on, it was a horrible tackle. Oh, he has gone off! Fantastic! Oh, I wish there was replays for red cards. I have no idea what he did there. But that's incredibly important. Stockport have scored. They're 1-0 up. Hopefully it's not going to matter because Lincoln still aren't winning. We need to tackle a little bit harder. I'm going with everything Dele Adebola tells me to today. He knows more about this stuff than I do. I'm tempted to switch to counter-attacking purely because... no, I'm not. Chester have got no reason to go for it. Oh, Godden, that was a clear-cut chance. He should have scored there. If we'd have gone 2-0 up, I would have gone counter-attacking. It's too early for us to sit back, though, especially as Chester aren't likely to want to come at us at all. Right, how are things at Lincoln? Lincoln are still drawing. We can't afford to let that happen. That's a disaster. Because now, if Lincoln score, we are sucked straight back into this. And that's, I remember, this is against 10 men we've just conceded a goal against. We shouldn't be doing that. It's just sloppy. I want to see what formation Chester are playing because I want to try and... I'm trying to do this like a proper manager today. I know you're not used to it from me. But let's get Chester's formation on the screen. Why won't they let me do that? Get out of the way. Let's move that for a minute. Get the Chester formation over there. Oh, no, I can't move the other thing back, can I? Oh, it's all going wrong. I'll move that now. Right, Blake's got the ball. Don't know what he was trying there, and I don't know how Matt Godden has missed that chance either. That's our second clear-cut chance. We should be 2-1 up. We should be 2-0 up, really, because we shouldn't have conceded the goal that we did. Cotton. God, let's whip another cross in. What are you doing hitting the ball back there? Lathrope back to Dunn. We're sending the ball in the wrong direction. It's back out to Cotton now. Let's whip across him. We've got 3 strikers on the pitch. And Moraes makes it 2-1. Fantastic. He wants to stay up. So no, it's the same combination again. Cotton's not been known for his crossing this season, but he is up for this today. And that's another excellent finish from Junior Moraes. He's had a very up and down season, Junior Moraes. He started the season as our number 10, but couldn't get in the side, so we dropped him. He went out on loan, came back. I didn't give him the number 10 because I didn't expect to be playing him. And he's been almost ever present since. Right. I just want to tweak everything a little bit again. Not on the pitch, but I want to just squash this down a little bit. So I want to still be able to see their formation. But it's blocking off some of the more important stats. Can't see the Lincoln. Oh, Lincoln are 2-0 up. What are you playing at, Lincoln? What are you playing at, Woking, more importantly? Stockport are winning as well. As it stands, everything's still going to be riding on next week. We've got a better goal difference than Lincoln at the moment, but not by a lot. It's only by a couple of goals. We need to... Oh, if we were to concede a goal now, that would be disastrous. Because it puts so much pressure on next week. Oh, we've conceded a penalty. Next week, both Stockport and Lincoln have much, much easier games. Oh, this isn't happening. Lincoln are playing Southport next week, who Stockport are currently beating. We're now 2-2 against Chester, who have already been relegated. You would expect Lincoln to beat Southport next week. We're playing Braintree, who are 7th in the league. Away, you'd expect us to, at best, get a draw. We've got to finish this off today or we're going down. I can't see Woking getting back into it from 2-0 down at this late stage in the game. And we're struggling against a 10-men team that's already been relegated. Where did this season go wrong? And we're losing now. They are down to 10 men and we're losing. And I've got nothing to bring on. Every attacking option I've got on the bench is injured. The wheels have just come off this season. I'm going to be sacked at this rate. It's not going to be my choice to go somewhere else. We're going to get relegated. It's going to be a waste of 2 seasons. Oh dear. Is there any chance of Woking coming back into this game? There's not. Right, we've got half an hour. What on earth do I do here? I've got nothing. Jamie Wotton's injured, and every other option is defensive. I've got one winger on the bench, but no one else who can play wide in the squad. Oh, injuries have destroyed us. Lack of squad depth has destroyed us. Not having a settled team or tactic all season has definitely been an issue. This is an example of how not to play Football Manager. The whole of Season 2. Season 1, excellent example of how to get promoted first time of asking. Season 2, don't do any of the stuff I've done, because it has been a disaster from the start. Right, we're going to go to the 4-3-3. I think we're just going to have to lump the ball forward. And I hate doing it, but we've got to score 2 goals. We're going to go route 1. And it goes against everything I like in football. And we're going to go attacking, and they're probably going to hit us on the break. But we've got to score 2 goals. There's no getting away from that. Next weekend's games, we've got the hardest of all of them, of any of the teams who are in this relegation battle. We're level on points with Lincoln at this point. Woking have got a goal back. Come on, Woking. Do us a favour. Right, McKay's injured now. Losing another important player. I guess it has to be Scott Garner comes on. That's what we're having to resort to at this late stage of the season, playing Scott Garner in midfield again. Tempted to just throw him up front. Right, come on, Woking. Let's get out of jail a little bit here. Let's have 2 goals from Woking. I genuinely thought when I started recording this episode that it would all be wrapped up in one game, and I could have a nice, relaxing last game of the season. But this, we're going down. I think it's going to be a massive, massive escape if we don't. We're level on points with a game to go. We're 4-2 down now against 10. They've been down to 10 men since the 5th minute, and they've already been relegated. We don't deserve to stay up. Really, the board should sack me today. Give Dele Adebola a chance to to try and keep us up on the last day. Because this is now affecting our goal difference as well. I think we had a better goal difference by 2 goals maybe, or 3 goals. The slightest little bit of advantage we had over Lincoln has just been eroded by being battered at home. Oh, that's awful. Where does that leave us? Obviously, I'm going to stay on and play the next game now. I won't make you wait until tomorrow. And you can watch me in full-on misery mode. Right, I'm going to have a look at the league table, then I'm going to race ahead to the next game. I don't want to make you sit through the whole week of me moaning. Right, that looks depressing because we have now only got a 1 goal advantage over Lincoln. We're playing Braintree, who are 9th, so they must have lost. Where are Braintree? They lost, but that means nothing. Chester hadn't won for 14 games, and they've just smashed us 4-2 at home. Lincoln, I'm fairly certain, are playing Southport, who've been relegated today. Yeah, they're away to Southport, but Southport have just been relegated. So, yeah, they drew with Stockport. Oh, dear. Right, I'm fast forwarding to the next game. Right, it all comes down to this. This is the team we're going for the last game of the season. Colby Bishop is just about fit enough to go onto the bench. It's still not ideal. Carl Dixon is back in the side though, so at least we've got our captain back. We've gone back to the 4-3-3. I feel like it's the formation that we play best with. The stats potentially say otherwise, but I've got to go on gut feeling for this last game. We're going with Buckley as a target man, Moraes as an attacking forward, and Wotton as a poacher. Midfield, we've got Horsfield on ball-winning midfielder, Dixon as the advanced playmaker, and Tempest as a box-to-box midfielder. And then a back 4 of Cotton, Dunn, Piagiani and Breslin, and Max Crocombe in goal. We've just got to go for it. Oh, I feel ill. This can't be good for my blood pressure. In fact, I've got one of those snazzy watches that tells me what my heart rate is. Let's see what my heart rate is now before the match. Oh, it's not too bad. We're 75 beats a minute at the moment. If I sort of drop down halfway through the episode, firstly, I guess it probably wouldn't make it to YouTube, but I can feel the stress rising. I'm up to 80 beats a minute now. I've not even pressed kickoff yet. It's already building up. My laptop's falling off the desk in front of me. Oh, this could all go so badly wrong. Right, come on, lads. Let's just win the football match. That's all we need to do. We just need to do better than Lincoln. Lincoln are away to Southport. As long as we have a better result than Lincoln, we stay up. We're both away from home. They've got far easier competition than we have. And we're going to give away a penalty there, aren't we? No, we're just going to... Terrible goalkeeping. £10,000 we spent on that man. And for the first time all season, we're in a relegation position. And that is a hideous thing to say. We're 5 minutes into the 46th game of the season, and we've not been in a relegation spot until right now. It's just awful. This is Football Manager punishing us for the way last season turned around at the last minute, and for some of the other runs of good fortune I've had in YouTube saves so far. Oh, and it's 2-0 down. That's it. We're done. 13 minutes in, we look completely toothless. Oh. All I can hope for is that Lincoln gets stuffed even worse than we get stuffed. It's not going to happen though. They're playing Southport, for goodness sake. It's still only 0-0. What can we even do? Let's try switching to counter. It seems... Oh, I don't know. They're going to score again here. I don't even want to watch. Can I resign partway through a match? I genuinely don't know what I'd do in real life as well. I'm playing on my full realism mode. I've got a year left on my contract, so realistically I can't just resign as much as I want to, because I'm hating this now. But I've got a year on my contract. Let them sack me, I'll take the money. Gives me a bit of a cushion. Sounds so mercenary. Oh, for goodness sake, it's not even going to be tense. We're just going to get relegated. And I am completely devoid of ideas. I mean, if ever there was a time to sack a manager, it's right now. I've clearly, cliche time, taken this club as far as I can, which it looks like it's going to be putting them straight back where they were. We had our fun of a year back in the Conference National, and I'm going to leave them back in the Conference North where they were when we started. Unless Southport go and score 3 goals and we don't concede anymore. 4-0 before half time. I didn't expect it to be this bad. I don't know what's gone wrong. Let me know in the comments what I've done to just rip this season apart. We were mid-table and doing fine. At Christmas, I was saying, yeah, we'll avoid relegation. None of this battle bravely nonsense. We're doing all right. We're stringing together a few wins. We're doing fine. Brought in a few players. I don't care that we've scored. It's not going to be enough. We brought in a few players. It looked like we'd strengthened the squad. We brought in players where we needed them. Oh, did I bring in too many players? Did I disrupt harmony? I know I've tinkered with the tactic too much. But when you're losing games, it's hard not to. They've had 4 clear-cut chances today and scored all of them. Right, can we do the completely ridiculous? Lincoln are still not doing us any favours because it's still 0-0. We need to score 4 goals without conceding any others. Not likely. Although we do have Colby Bishop on the bench. If we got another one back now, my heart rate would be through the roof. At the moment, we're down to a very, very boring 80 because there's no tension. Lincoln have scored. It's all over. It was all over 10 minutes into the match, but it really is all over now. We'd have to score at least 4 goals against a team far better than we are in half an hour in a game where we're already getting battered. Can't believe how poorly this has gone. Oh, what a whiny video. What do I even do? No idea. No one's playing well. Can I bring them all off? Stick Dele Adibola back on. He's sat there on the bench. Right, we'll bring Colby Bishop on. We'll bring Matt Godden on. You know, we'll even bring Matt Blake on. Let's bring him on for Horsfield. What do we do? We've got to just go for it. Let's just lump the ball forward, shoot on sight, stick to positions. Just go for it. High tempo. It's all too little too late. We've got 20 minutes to score 5 goals. I imagine Lincoln are about 8-0 up by now. Oh, they're 2-0 up. Brilliant. So we'd now need to score 5 goals. Well, there's one of them. We need to score 4 goals and not have Lincoln score again. Oh, imagine if we stayed up now from this position. People wouldn't believe it. The amount of accusations I'd get for fixing it. Just to tell a good story. I tell you, I don't care about the story at the moment. This is rubbish. I am not enjoying myself. You're witnessing me crumble on YouTube. I don't want us to score. I don't want it to get any tense. I don't want tension. I don't want it to be possible in these last 10 minutes because I know it's not going to happen, and false hope's just going to make me sad. 5 minutes to go. Good. It's not possible now. We've been relegated. I wonder if I'm going to get sacked. Southport have pulled one back. Stop messing with me, Football Manager. Don't score here, lads, because then Southport will score and we'll have 20 seconds of nonsense. And no, there it is. The dream is over. We've been relegated. I imagine I'm now about to get sacked as well, so we'll just see if that pops. Because I did say we were going to stay up. If I'd have not been so greedy, it all goes back to that decision. When I asked for my extra £900 a week, went and spent it and wrecked the team harmony. We've been relegated. Let's look at all this nonsense. Dover won the Conference National. We've been relegated. Have we been sacked? I've not been sacked yet. Oh my goodness, they're actually going to keep me on. Well, there you go. I suppose I could do a quick review of the season. It's going to be very brief. I know this is already a long episode. General review of the season. We've been rubbish. Let's have a look at the players just to see if anyone actually stands out. Where's the stats? Take off the restriction for unavailable players. And if we sort that by average rating, you can see that our only player of a respectable average rating was Kyle Dixon. What a player he is. I don't understand why no one else has come in for him, because he is too good for us. He's certainly too good for the Conference North. So chances are we're not going to be keeping hold of him. But that's a fantastic average rating. In a side that's been relegated, he's our captain, he's our key man. If he'd have been fit for that last 6 weeks of the season, if he's ever present last year, things would have turned out so differently. No one else has been any good. Quite encouragingly, we had 3 strikers all in double figures. None of them were far enough into double figures to be significant, though. 14 goals apiece across those 3 strikers. I am encouraged that if they can stick around into next season, they're going to probably be quite good in Conference North. Not that I want to be here in Conference North, but why would anyone employ me now? And that's it. I'm too stunned to go into any more detail. Tomorrow's episode will hopefully be me telling you all about my new job. Otherwise, it'll be all to do with transfer window, pre-season planning, getting rid of half the squad, and preparing to restart in the Conference North. What? I was not expecting that at the start of Season 3 of this save. If you've enjoyed today's episode, firstly, you're a monster, but reveling in my misery. But if you've enjoyed today's episode, make sure you pop a like on there. Subscribe to the channel to find out what on earth goes on in tomorrow's episode. And thanks very much for watching.